Hey, y'all, be reacting to Tomica Kizuna Gattai Granner episode 17, and I'm starting my reaction to this in 1-0 go. I'm hyped up for this. Ah, hell yeah, our Joe. Hell yeah, I love that name. Love that name the first time I heard it, and I still love it now. Even the action in the flash forward looks good too. Yes, I'm ready. And that's a pretty good English. Finally, they're making an operation to capture him. Saber. Good English for a little. Oh, from Little Rider 2. I love it. I like it. Okay, I'm surprised they honestly haven't done that yet. But okay, better late than never. Okay, smart. I would have done the same thing in this spot. I'm actually surprised it took Pachiro joining in just to actually find that out. I just feel like spinning because he wants to too. True, they can bait him. Have a lot of spinning and slam them down. Might, now he is! Oh, we're having doubts against the boy. Shit, I'd fall into a lot of places if I were in that team. I'd be like, shit. It's a man of action. Music's pretty good too. But honestly, do we really need this thing transformed? I hope they can skip through that. Oh, come on now. Don't say when now they're going to go through the Leo, Eagle, and Buffalo Tomica transformations. If you're going to do that, at least do it like Healing Good. Oh, okay, at least they're doing it. They're having it all dragged out. Like in some of the previous episodes. They're skipping some steps. I love that countenance. It's adorable. As long as it only shows Joe's shift change and doesn't show Raiga and Kuga's shift change, I'm fine with this. At least as fine as I could be. Out of the three, though, he looks like he becomes smaller, though, when he transforms to the ground. Okay, at least they have the decency to actually skip through Raiga and Kuga's shift changes. At the very least. Okay, good. I love that. Okay, I love the little bomb that he's making with regular. It's cute. But yeah, the prank works. Who gives a shit? As long as the end result turns out to be fine. Oh. That's adorable. Oh man. And your Joe as a kid looks adorable. I gotta say. Oh man, why do I get the feeling they're gonna take advantage of the hole that Joe's making to, not the hole, the circle they're making to get some pain and try to increase. Oh. Okay, that's something that China has to acknowledge. They haven't actually mentioned why in the hell isn't there media attention capturing a lot of the action between Raiga, Kuga, and all their battles against Chamber, Oliver, and Kletch. Before this episode, I always thought it was a given that everyone kind of accepted that there's aliens attacking Earth. But here, it makes it into a plot hole. Let me break down why this introduces a plot hole. And I know it's not a laughing matter. Whenever there's a plot hole, it does hamper the enjoyment of any series. This is why it's a plot hole. In all the previous episodes, you had Raiga, Kuga, battling. You had Alpha and Clutch. They attack literally in daytime. I don't know about y'all, but I've read that Japan is a really technologically advanced country. I've even seen YouTube videos that have cameras that are going on 24 hours on YouTube. So now they're trying to make us accept the fact that these two small-time country folk are just barely noticing that there's gigantic ass vehicles, and they're acknowledging it as a UFO. That's kind of a problem. You would think the whole society, the whole world in Tomica would kind of realize that they're being attacked by aliens. You would think that'd be on the news. I mean, for Pete's sake. We have pandemics that are reported on the news everywhere, like COVID-19. So I find it hard to believe that direct attacks from aliens is something that isn't common knowledge in the Tomica world. That's why it's a plot hole. But now the episode's back, and that's exactly why I feel it's a plot hole. Not exactly the best start to a Tomica episode, but maybe it can redeem itself in the second half. You know, this would all be fine, but literally, our boys fight Oliver Chamber Clutch in the daytime in the previous episodes. This should not even be a factor into the... Honestly, do the writers have an administrator of common sense? I'm being serious. Shit. Ah, that's a cute little French performing. They might actually. They underestimate the stupidity of Chamber. Oliver and... Yeah! That's so cute, though! He's so stupid, it's cute. I like it. Shows the Chamber. She's smart. Book smart, but she's straight dumb. When it comes to street smart, she's got none of those. That's what I like about her. Huh. Oh, that's cute. Actually, I like that, showing you the faith that Raiga and Kuga's father has, and also Kakeru's father. That's cute, though. It actually shows you it ain't just Raiga, Kuga, or his family giving a shit. The father of the boys also gives a shit, too. And on top of that, Joe also gives a shit. That's actually a little nice touch there. I like it. But then that brings up another point. If Kaku were to ever join our heroes, how in the hell would Oliver Chamber Clutch stand a chance at that point? That's what I'm wondering. But you know what? I'm going to just scratch those ideas. And I'm going to just enjoy what's in front of me right now. Again, all this is a plot hole, but if it can lead to some comedic dialogue, I'm cool with this. And it is nice to see Rin's distressed face. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, all the bad girls, and yes, all different ages, young yens, old ladies. I like how it's like, nah, I'm gonna back the fuck out of here. Okay. Pretty good English there, too. he's pretty quick. I wish he was a Granner using the gold neck. He's pretty nice. Or even Ren, too. So, just looks like they're just posing up to do a spirit bomb with the pose. Joe! No! Ah, man, Joe, he's like a child man's body, man. He did. He didn't think. They have. They have, Kuga, they have. They're just gonna have to rein him in. Oh. Okay, they gotta get into their Granners quickly split now. But this should honestly not be the first time I'll ever touch in Chamber on being caught in camera by the mass media. Well, yeah, when they're... Okay, not just being putting us information. I don't think that they ever had to say that. We kind of already could summarize that it was... This is cute, though. This is a good comedic sequence, considering Gomac, Ariga, and Joe's personality. That humor is actually fits. Oh, look how Renz was the one talking smack there. Even though the story running ain't the best, character running's actually... Why should we be celebrating? Despite that, though, I actually like this, though. Seeing our adorable little three dogs. Oh, with the actual necks. I missed this. Ah, mumbo, mumbo, eh, mumbo, mumbo, okay. You know, this time I can accept it because they're doing it with their fidget spinners this time. Okay. Yo, Raiga, Kuga, Joe, you should summon your Granners now because, yeah. Sucks for him. Oh, man. Oh, it's actually going to work. Oh, snap. It's a shame. They're all having like one of the best times of their life, and now they're about to see mayhem and destruction. Okay, so now they're acknowledging the fact that Granners actually exist, that they're on TV. But yet, that's the first time they've seen Oliver Clutch and Chambers fidget spinner machines. Ah, okay, now I call complete bullshit on that. I do. But hey, fuck it. If the fighting's good, this episode can kind of redeem itself. Somewhat. Not enough for a 10 out of 10, but it can have to really be a solid 7 or 8 caliber episode. If it does the rest of its shit right. Oh! You know, I kind of like the small cell chemistry Ren and Joe are building with each other, too. Honestly, Joe, he's been one of the freshest things in the series, even going into the second episode. The animation, it's definitely taking a nosedive. But I'm gonna assume they're saving it for the battling. The battling better be spectacular. Better be. Because I'll be disappointing. Aww. Just imagine that was accidentally one of the Granner machines that Gomac actually gave off. Honestly, though, if I were Ragnarok, I would immediately get into my Granner just to see if I can take down the 3 alien stooges. And you know what I like here, too? You will actually see them go straight up in their cars. They don't even... At least it didn't drag out the first transformation. Oh, they're actually learning. The writers and the animation stuff. Okay. 17 episodes, but hey, better late than never. Yo, I like how he's actually sounding scared now. Yes! Now that was genius. Oh shit! Yo, animation there didn't look bad one bit. I guess that's what they were saving their budget for. Yo, is he actually gonna pull it off? Actually take down Kakuna before he even has a chance to transform it. If he doesn't, you know, there's fuck. This is if he manages to pull it off, this will make Joe my favorite character in the series. Just 2 episodes. It would. It would. Because Jason's not even letting the boy time to breathe. This feels like an adult just annihilating a middle schooler. It doesn't even feel fair. Oh, okay. You know how normal I bitch about why they just attacked it all at once? I'm not bitching this time because unlike the previous episodes, we know Joe is the type. Oh, he actually transformed quick. We know Joe's the type to fight mono to mono. So this actually fits in with his personality. Yo! I like how the optic auditory terms for each of them, like Giddy and Cow. Yo, this kind of stuff I was hoping you'd have Panther interact more with Leo and Eagle, but... and he won't be able to fly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that did look pretty damn painful. Okay, Ryan Cook should have gone from the reverse side. Try to attack him. Ah. Hell yeah! Good. And I like how we're getting some tension between Saber and Kakaru. Okay, he's 0 for 2 ever since Joe showed up. And that whole running away thing, it doesn't seem to be... Yes! Oh, it's young lasso! Fuck yeah! Okay, yo. That was the smartest thing I've... Yo, I just blow... Ah, oh, son of a bitch, no. Son of a... And that was a good plan by Joe, though. I gotta say, that plan wasn't a stupid one bit. I'm gonna salute. This episode actually redeemed itself. That was, even though it was a failure, at least they weren't just like, oh no, let's let him run free. Joe actually tried to lasso the fool. Yeah, the back part of Saber Panther. That's actually a lot of plot progression. Okay, how was Joe supposed to know that? How was he an idiot? I mean, no one told. Oh, snap. Oh, fuck. Okay, this episode was doing so well. How the, okay. How in the fuck was there no one in the facility with cameras to notice that Joe was bringing in Saber Panther's weapon? How? Honestly, don't think it should be Joe's fault. This episode was doing so good. Why? I mean, at least there was some positive end result. Oh, man. And this is the thing that pisses me off. The lack of freaking security. Oh, so they're calling it the Momo couch, right? That's cute. The lack of security in the Earth gave the final layer of defense for Earth. How in the hell was there no cameras? Okay, at least it's there. It actually puts some more gravity to the Gramps of Raiga and Kuga. And since they introduced him in the previous episode, it doesn't just feel like an ass pull. Like, don't get me wrong, I like some of what happened. It's just the way they got to it is what I have an issue with. I'm gonna have to take it. Okay. This episode, wow. Like, when Joe captured that Saber Panther, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like an 8.5 out of 10 capture. Then this episode's like, then this episode became Tomica all over again with it's like, it's stupid shit. And I'm like, you were doing so good before that point episode. You were doing so fucking good. I was like, yes, good writing for the second half, and then they just all fucked it up. Honestly, it happened again. This series has a great episode that's fantastic. Then it just follows it up with something that I'm like, why? Why can't it just stay consistently good from start to finish? Is that so hard? Okay. At the same time, though, I'm not going to give this episode a 3 out of 10 either because there are so many positive elements. This is going to be tough to grade. I'm going to break it down. From a writing standpoint, story standpoint, plot holes to the max. There's so many plot holes. This is looking like Swiss cheese right now. Let me explain why. The fact that they're just barely discovering about the Granners, considering they've been around for, what, 17 episodes? And then considering the fact that even before Aiga and Kuga joined... Oh, let's see the PV. This looks like it could be fun. Are they in the US? Oh, never mind. I thought they were in the US. Okay, this looks like it could be fun. That looking looks pretty adorable. Whoa, the cows! It looks like you enjoyed it way too much. I gotta admit, the animation for the next episode actually looks good. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, here's my story. Here's where I think the story fell apart. they're just barely now realizing that there's Granners in the world and the Oliver Clutch and Chamber UFO thingies. It should not have taken this long for them to realize that. So already it introduces a major plot hole in the series. It's something I can't just ignore and be like, oh yeah, let me just go on and ignore this. No. Then on top of that, how in the hell did it take the scientists to figure out Joe was bringing in a weapon that belonged to Saber Panther? How in the fuck? You would think there'd be so many cameras in that facility, suited up with cameras in every single angle. I mean, for fuck's sake. The security sucks, because when I went to high school, which was, to not give them the specifics too much, it was in the 2000s. Even in my high school, there was cameras. Noticeably cameras almost everywhere. You go to a shopping mall and there's more cameras. Shopping malls have more security than the Earthquake. I find that hard to believe. So that's why it's another plot hole, because it's like, really now? Really now? And that's why when they were saying Joe messed up, I'm like, no, it ain't really Joe's fault. Literally, someone should have been working their job, being like in the monitor, and then calling up Joe saying, hey Joe, you know that thing is a weapon. That ain't exactly his fault. So that's why I feel those are some major plot holes that could have made this episode great, but it fucked it up. So from a story standpoint, this episode didn't do too well. From a character standpoint, there were positives. I actually like the camaraderie. Raiga's building up with Joe. They're actually becoming buds. I like the whiplash between Rin and Joe. Whenever you have Rin subtly diss Joe, those are actually really cute sequences there. Or when she begrudgingly complimented Joe. And there was actually some nice chemistry, like when Kakuto was about to be captured by Joe, you actually saw Chamber, Oliver, and Clutch actually rescue Kakuto. That's nice. It shows Chamber actually have a large degree of competency. And Joe's plan was good. It actually almost worked. So those are all great character moments. It's just, damn, the plot was stabbed the fuck out of this episode. And even the action was great. Great character action, good choreography here, because you had literally Joe utilize the environment to his advantage. Utilizing the water to obscure alligator, utilizing the spacing to use his lasso. He was using the whole environment to his edge. Honestly, this was one of the best Tomica choreographed episodes by far. Like, the director did his job. It's the writer that fucked up. So if I blame anyone for the fuck up, it's the writing staff, because the animators did their job. The voice performers did their job. The music was good. Voice performances were pretty damn good, especially Joe's actor. He's playing on such a great performance. Hell, Joe's character is wasted on this anime. I believe he's a character good enough to belong in another anime. So he's literally one of the cases where good character in a bad show. He's one of those cases. And as for what I'm going to rate this episode, of a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, it's a 4.75 out of 10. Because the plot holes, at the same time though, had enough good to be like, I can't rate this a 3 out of 10 either, because that's some of the best action in the series. But again, when I watch a series, I want consistency. I can't just consume product and ask for more product. That would be completely unethical if I were to give this a high rating, and that's why this doesn't really scratch average. But at the same time, it isn't a trash dumpster fire, because there were positives. You can tell the animators were trying, because they actually sped up the transformation sequences. Honestly, the animators really gave a shit. It pisses me off to see their efforts when the animators wasted on a terrible script, because they did their damnness to make one of the best comic episodes. That's what makes it even more agitating. Just seeing how hard the animators tried, because they fucking tried, and it was wasted. Because this, if it wasn't for the plot holes, this episode could have literally been 8, or even 9 out of 10, or even 10 out of 10 caliber, just like episode 16. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I thought it was a disappointment. Hopefully 18's better, and yeah. Be sure to comment any thoughts on it if you have reaction in the comment section below. Rate, bid, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. And hopefully episode 18 ends up being better, because I'll definitely be reacting to that. But anyways, y'all, Thank you so much for watching my video and have a great and safe day, everyone. Bye bye.